right, welcome everybody to another Intent Company Live. It is February 13th, Tuesday, February 13th. So thank you guys for joining. And looking forward to digging in today. I'm actually, today, to give a little context, we're going to be going into the Intent Company app. So basically our automation system, doing a demo of the tool. So, if you've been watching our lives for the last few weeks, we talk a ton about marketing automation. We talk a ton about landing pages and this and that, all the different stuff that we're talking about. And this is the platform that we run everything out of. And so there's many other tools out there. There's many like that, but this will be one chance for me to kind of showcase the tool we're using. But two, I'm going to walk through kind of like what is a CRM? What is an all-in-one marketing automation tool? What kind of features are important to have? What would you use those features for? You might even have your own CRM now and not be utilizing some of these tool sets. And so to give you some ideas for how to use these in your marketing and everything right now. So that's what we're going to dig in on today. Before we do, let's take a look at our kind of intro slides here. So we're doing 75 lives, doing 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. We also have our Focus and Fire workshop. So this is a great chance for you to get one of our core products for a super discounted rate. And all the proceeds from all the Focus and Fire workshops we're selling, we're going to give to Feed the Hungry, a really great organization that takes care of feeding kids in need. So it's a great organization. I want to recommend that you follow us on social media. So you can go to any of your favorite platforms. Just do a search for @Intent Company. But also if you go to intentcompany.com/live, we got links to all the stuff that we're talking about here. Also, we have our customer journey assessment. We actually did a demo of this last week, and this is a great tool to determine how well you are doing at delivering an amazing customer experience through the customer journey. So if you're interested in marketing, customer journey marketing, all of those features, this is a great tool to go and check out. Also want to recommend that you check out our Intent Company group. Also super excited because I think I mentioned yesterday, but we have officially launched the app. So you can do a search in the Apple Store or Android. Do a search for Intent Company Group and it'll pop up. You can get the app. You can register right there, or by going to the website here, you can get a link and you'll get access to all of our free trainings, all our templates, the community, all the aspects of what we're doing will be in there. Also, we have our WOW campaign blueprint, and this is great product if you already have customers. So this is a tool designed to teach you how to turn your customers into raving fans. How do you build post-purchase systems? How do you add value, upsells, reviews, referrals, all the stuff. And that's all found at intentcompany.com/live. So that's our little intro for today. And like I said, we're going to dig in on the Intent Company app. So if you are just like, if you're just joining our lives, this is like the first one you watched, I recommend you go back and take a look at our 2-part series on the top 10 things to automate for your business. That's a really great kind of precursor for like, what would you do with automation? What would you do with the platform, right? So in that series, we went through these 10 ideas of all the different things that you could be automating in your business. And, before I get into the platform, as I mentioned about automation is really there to take pressure off of, or not only pressure, but like in every organization, there's easy 20% of the activities that you and your team are doing on a regular basis could be built into an automation system. Automation systems are reliable. They're scalable. You get consistent results. So you can change it. You can edit things. You can make things better. And so being intentional about creating these types of systems is a great way to scale your business. I've always said like a well-developed automation system is like a full-time employee who never calls in sick, never takes PTO, always performs, works 24/7. It's a fantastic tool, but you got to know what to automate. You got to know what to automate. You got to know how to automate. You got to know how to test. And so a great place to start, if you haven't seen it already, are the two shows that we did on the top 10 things to automate for your business. Okay. So let's dig in now on the app. All right. So this is the Intent Company app. So when you log in, you get your instance. This is kind of the first dashboard. So we're in our demo account here. And I'll get back to the dashboard a little bit, because basically the dashboard is just a roll-up of information and data from the rest of the features. Okay. So the real backbone behind a really good system is data, right? So like if you're going to automate anything, you need to have clear triggers. You need to have clear information. You have to have clear things that you're actually automating. So it really revolves around the contact record. So if we went over to contacts here, we could just pull up a contact record. This is all dummy data. These aren't real phone numbers or emails. But what you're going to notice is you have all of your contact information, right? So who's your prospects, who you're talking to. And this could be, again, leads, customers, vendors. You could have team members in here, all kinds of stuff. But you got your contact data. Then general information around the business address, things like that. Additional information, you can have whatever you want here. We have another one called the chatbot because we have a chatbot built in here. But these are the data fields that populate basically what all the automation do. Now, the cool part about this is that all of these folders, all of this data can be completely customized to whatever you want. You can build as many folders as you want. You can build as many fields as you want. And that's really important, because you got to think about what's the information that I need to create leads, to sell, to understand my customers' needs, to understand how well we're doing with customer journey and experience and all this different stuff. So you want to collect as much of that data as possible. Now, the contact field data should be stuff that doesn't really change too much, right? So this is who they are, this is where they are, this is what they bought, this kind of a little bit more static. Another really important feature of a CRM is our tags. So tags are labels that you apply to a contact. Now, this is super important when you think about automation, because probably the most, if you think back to automation, an automation is a trigger. So when something happens, if this happens, then do that, right? Well, one of the easiest things to trigger off of all the time is a tag. So a tag was added, a tag was removed. So for instance, if somebody filled out a form, you could automatically apply a tag. If somebody opened an email or clicked on a link or visited a certain page or watched a video or whatever the if that you want to create, it applies a tag. And then when that tag is now applied, then what do we want to do, right? And so we'll talk about that when we get to the automation section. But these tags are super important. And the nice thing about tags, you put as many as you want, right? Attended this event, went here, did this. Any information in there, we can tag and label, and then we can sort and sift and automate off of those tags. Also in our contact record, you get all of your company that you can connect it to. Down below, you can see any workflows that we're about. Again, we'll talk about automation workflows that they're connected to. You see the past ones that they were in. You can also look at sales opportunities. So are they in a sales pipeline? Which pipeline? And then you can easily just click right to it. You can even leverage offers. And then we got the DND channels, which is basically do not disturb, right? So somebody might want to not receive phone calls from you or emails or what have you. That could be automated, but that's also something that you could apply so that you don't contact them from there. Now, the thing I love about our kind of CRM, the way it's set up, is that you actually have your communication channel right here. Yeah, see how I was just clicking add off? So you actually have a breadcrumb trail of all of the different things that happened. And that's super important. Sales, customer support, all kinds of things where you can go in and you can look. This is the emails that were sent. This is what they clicked on. This is where their sales opportunities are, all the different data, all in a nice clean thread. And then right from here, you can SMS, you can email. In fact, any kind of contact that you can make will be listed right here. So if they messaged you on Facebook Messenger, there'll be a Facebook tab. Google My Business, there'll be another tab. So a really big part of our platform, which I'll show you the conversation panel, is you can receive information from all kinds of different places. So you could get emails, you can get text messages, you can get DMs, you can get phone calls, all these different places, and they all come to one centralized place. But you don't need to go back to Facebook. You don't need to go back over here to respond. You can respond directly from the app. So in here, you can respond back to whatever they messaged. So it's a really easy, clean way to manage all of your communications. The right-hand section is more for some action items. So one, you'll see activity. So if they filled out a form or visited certain pages on your site, it'll all be listed right here. And it'll show you what pages they went to, what they opted in for, when they opted in. So it gives you that history. You also have all of your tasks that are assigned to the client, right? So if you got a prospect, maybe you've got a follow-up call, right? So you're follow up. You can assign it to someone. You can set your due date, put a description, and you hit save. And so this task will be here. So you'll have all of your tasks. Plus, if you've completed a task, it'll show you your completed tasks, which you just need to go to all, and it'll show you the ones that were actually crossed off. So you'll see exactly kind of where all that is. Now, the cool part is too, if there's tasks that are assigned to this contact record from your sales pipeline or different areas, those will all be listed here as well. You also got notes. So you can add notes about the contact record. Super important when it comes to sales. Left a voicemail, talked to Jim, did this, did that. You keep all that right there. You also have your appointments, so you can sync up to all your calendars, which we'll talk about calendars in a minute. But you can have different calendars for demos, for onboarding calls, customer support, all kinds of different reasons why you'd have a calendar. And you can set the meeting with them. You can see exactly what open time frames you have, and boom, you'll book an appointment, and that'll create the invite that'll automatically go to your contact, automatically added to their Google Calendar or Outlook or what have you, and then you'll also get the calendar link. So it automatically manages all of your calendars, all your integrations, everything right in there. And then also have documents, so you can have any documents that are added, might be contracts, things like that you want to have uploaded. And then also your transaction history. So you can see exactly how many one-off transactions, invoices, and subscriptions all in one place. So it's a really great view, kind of broken up into those 3 blocks for all your contacts. All right, so let's go back to the conversation panel. So you'll see this is kind of similar, right? You got a similar feel here. We've got your messaging, some things over here, but it's a little different. This is your overall conversations. So again, you could be getting Facebook messages, you can get LinkedIn, you could get Google My Business, you can get emails and texts and all this stuff, and it'll all come into one place. And you can see all your unread, your recents, you can have starred messages, and then you have all your messages. Right? So from right here, you see the individual that you had the contact message with, but you just click on email, you can send an email. Both places, I didn't show you this earlier, but you can also build what they call a snippet library. Right? So our snippet library, you create a template. You have an email or a text message. So if you have canned messages that you send often, right? A certain message like maybe a link to something that they always, you get common customer support requests. So you have certain responses, any kind of canned message that you want. You can build it all right in here, save the message, the from address, everything. And so let's just do this. Let's do email, whatever you want to put in there. You put your from, your to. That could send it right there, or you just save it as a template. Okay? So now watch, when I go back to my conversations, I can now click on my templates, and there's my test that I just had. Use template. Boom, it automatically pulls in the subject, the email, everything. So really nice to have kind of like your template library, both from text message and emails, all right in there. And then you also have on the right hand side kind of like a mini kind of contact database. Okay, here's who the person was, here's where they're at, and then you can again set appointments, opportunities, just some of those settings right from there. All right, so that's contacts and conversations. A lot of different stuff that you can do. Really great. Calendars. So this is where you can book create all your different booking links. And so we have all kinds of different calendars that you can develop. So check this out. So when you're going to create a calendar, you might want to have different types of calendars. Okay, so like for instance, a service calendar, right? So this could be some sort of like you're going to go somewhere at a certain time, or maybe like someone's coming to you, right? Maybe you have certain appointments, and so you can set up your services and say you have your different blocks that people can schedule an appointment. They can schedule right there and come inside. You can connect payment processes to all of these too. So if you require a payment for the appointment, you can do that. Simple calendar. This is just really a basic invite. You can also connect this to Zoom. You can put any kind of web conferencing you want in here, so automatically create the meeting. You got your round robin. So if you have a sales team or like customer support and you want to like rotate the amount of appointments, like it goes to rep 1, rep 2, rep 3. You set up your round robin. You also have class booking. So this is really great if you have something like, it could be workouts, right? So you think about like a gym would have, certain classes, and those classes have capacity limits, right? So you can have this up here where 10 people can register for that class. Once it hits 10, it's full. All right, so you could do that for, again, like gym stuff. You could do that for training sessions. You could do that for all kinds of different ways. And then collective booking, this is really great when you want to have multiple team members, right? So if you got 3 or 4 people that want to join the call, you got to make sure you find a time that fits everyone's calendar, right? Because that's the cool thing about our calendar system. It actually connects to your Google, to your Microsoft, what have you, and it sees what appointments or what availability you have, and then it'll schedule only on available times. The collective booking will look at multiple people and see what open spots are there for many people, and then again schedule those calendars. So lots of different stuff you can do in here. You can also build calendars for rooms, equipment. I got to give you the quick demo. We could be here for hours. All right, opportunities. So this is huge, right? Your sales pipeline. For our business, your lifeblood of your business is sales. And so you've got to make sure that you're managing a really good sales pipeline. So the way we have this set up is like Kibana boards, or, where you basically can drag individuals over to different areas. Okay. So let's look at creating an op. All you do is hit plus and you can create the op. As soon as you start putting someone's information in, it automatically pulls their contact data in. You can place them where you want in the pipelines. You can assign owners, business name tags. Also, you can create as many custom fields as you want. So if there's information that's not here that you want to collect in the sales process, you just add it right there. So super simple. Let's take a look at some of these already made. So if I click in, again, you can see contact data, opportunity name, where they're at in the stage, opportunity source. But there's also the calendars. So right from here, you're doing a sales call, your teams, your SDRs are calling, they want to make an appointment for you. They pick your calendar, they pick the date, they pick the time, and maybe put the conference call link, hit book appointment, boom. Sends off the email to everybody. Super simple. You can also see, that was not saved. All right, tasks. So again, you get on a call, they say call back next Tuesday, call back on Tuesday, put descriptions, assign it to someone, set whatever date you want, whatever time, and now you have that reminder that'll come up. You'll have your tasks, your reminders, and last thing, you also add your notes right from here. So where we saw all of that on the right-hand side with the appointments, task, notes, whatever you do in here will automatically pull over the contact record so you can see it in both places. And then it just becomes super simple to move them, right? You got a lead, you talk to somebody, yeah, you know what, they are interested. So you move them over to interested, right? Move them over to booked, move them over to sold, etc. So you can just really quickly at a good glance get an idea of all of your sales activities, know where everybody's at. You can build as many pipelines as you want. So sales pipelines, lead pipelines, you can just build multiple ones. Maybe you do it by rep, maybe you do it by product. You know, if there's a different flow for different things you offer, just set it up the way you want it. All right, so let's take a look at payments. So we integrate with many different payment gateways. So NMI, Authorize.net, Stripe, and PayPal. So whatever you're using now to process payments, you just connect these and you can take payments. So we have many different ways that we can collect payments. So you have invoices. You can do one-off invoices, recurring invoices, build your own templates, you know, make it super simple again for invoicing. Documents, contracts. So if you have things like master service agreements, proposals, contractual type things, you can add all of those right in here as well. Orders will show you all your entire order history. So you see every order that came in. If you have subscriptions, so basically you have reoccurring payments, they'll show you right here who's set up on your subscriptions. And these are all by the order forms, which I'll show you in a second. You also have payment links. So this is just real easy where you can select a product, right, or service that you're selling. You can ask them to add their information. You can brand it and label it however you want. And then you just create either, and then you name your link, put all your information in, hit save. It'll actually send them the link, and you'll have your own kind of individual link that you can use for whatever. So you could text them, you could email them, and it's just a clear payment link. It's really, really handy. So this is where you build all your products. So you can include products. You could do this like e-commerce, or you could do this like services. You know, so you have one-time products, recurring products. You can add variants, pricing, all kinds of things in here to collect the payments. You have coupons and a bunch of other settings. Again, there's a lot of stuff in here. Now, here's the other thing. If you're already with Stripe and you already have your products in Stripe, you can actually import them. You can also import a CSV, but you can just connect directly to Stripe, click import, it'll pull all your products right into your dashboard. Pretty handy. All right, let's get into the marketing side. So we'll start getting into some of the automation. So from here, we've got a bunch of different cool tools. The first thing is managing your social media, which is super helpful. So from here, you can create one post and you can send it off to Facebook, Instagram, Google My Business, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok, X. So you can set it off one batch and blast. You can schedule them. You can send reels. You can do images. You can do all of it. So it makes it super easy to manage all of your social media. Also with emails, you can build your own email templates. You can do the one-off, kind of batch and blast, like newsletter type emails. Very simple to do. Lots of other stuff. Campaign manager. Affiliate manager. So we have a built-in affiliate management system. So for affiliate, affiliate management is basically where you can give someone a unique link, and when they share that link out in the world, if anybody buys, you can give credit back to the person who shared the link, and you can give them a commission. So that's really cool for like commission-only salespeople. It's really cool for if you got like really great customers that just seem to send you a lot of like referrals. You can compensate them for it by giving them the links. You can also pre-build marketing packages to give people. So when an affiliate signs up, you can give them text. You could give them landing pages, videos, social media posts, things that you already know work really well. So an affiliate doesn't have to go through a bunch of hoops. They just literally share the link, copy and paste some text, and you can definitely boost your sales quite a bit with in a very simple way. Affiliate marketing is a really powerful tool. It's all built right in here. All right, so let's get into the workflows. This is some of my favorite stuff. So, we talked about automation, top 10 things to automate. So everything else I just shared, right? Like contact data, calendars, opportunities, all this different stuff. Those are all, obviously super important. You see why. with the workflows and the automation, we can automate all the different things that happen, right? Like, so for instance, well, here, let me build a workflow and just show you. So we have some pre-built recipes, but I'll just start from scratch here. So again, automation works best when you think, if this happens, then do that. If this happens, then do that, right? So the first thing is the if this. So with everything you just saw, what things do we want to happen that we want to automate something, right? So let's just take a look at a few of these. I can't go through everything because, again, it's a ton of content. But birthday reminder, right? So if you capture people's birthdays, we could trigger an automation that as soon as the birthday hits, they get, a special happy birthday thing, maybe a coupon code, whatever you want. So you could trigger off of a birthday reminder. You can trigger when contact information changed, the tag. We talked about that. If a tag is added, tags removed, notes, tasks, all kinds of different stuff, right? So this is basically like, does contact information or information around the contact change? The other thing is event-based. So let's say if you're sending off messages, automatically sending off emails. If someone replies to that email, what do you want to do? Well, customer replied, right? So we can say, okay, if customer replies, right? And we can just say whatever, variable. If the customer replied, then what do we want to do? Well, maybe we want to send an email, right? Yeah, we want to send that email. Obviously, this is like a template. All right, let's see if I can save it. And all right, so I just threw some dummy data in there. So if this happens, send an email. Again, what do we want to do? Customer replied to an email event. Somebody submitted a form. Somebody submitted a Facebook lead. Video tracking. Somebody watched a certain length of a video. All kinds of stuff. Appointment status. This is huge, right? Like, customer booked an appointment, right? So if customer books an appointment, what do we want to do? We want to send follow-up emails, right? So we have maybe one email that goes off right away. We could also do SMS, right? So we want to send a reminder for the text message. And then let's say we want to wait until an hour before the call, right? So I could go and do event. And what we want to do is look at, I want to do 1 hour before the call. So 1 hour before this appointment that we have set, I want to do something else. Well, what do I want to do? Oh, maybe I want to send another SMS reminder, right? We start in 1 hour. I'm giving you a very simple, idea, but you can do this for any of the data that's in the system. Any of the things that happen, you can create this. If this happens, do that. Then wait, then do that. And you can build really awesome systems that take so much of the weight and the pressure off of your organization and you, and deliver awesome results. Here's the other cool part about automation. If you notice, right in here, delivered, opened, clicked, replied, bounced, delivered, clicked, failed, you get data. The other reason why automation is so powerful and so important is when you create a consistent flow, you can literally look and say, like, what's happening here? What opens am I getting? What clicks am I getting? What replies am I getting? What are the things that I'm getting here? What results am I getting? And then you can make things better. You'd be like, hey, let's send a better email, or let's change the subject line, or let's maybe send a text and an email, or whatever variations you want to create. And then you can measure and say, you know what? The new way works better than the way we were doing it. Let's keep doing that. In fact, let's figure out a way to make it even better and even better. So systems scale. Systems can be tested and improved. And people doing kind of random activity, not so much. All right, so let's save that. All right. Also, websites. So we have full-on funnels, and this is super awesome. So for like lead generation, you can build, let's just take a look. This is just one of our templates, right? So you've got these pre-built templates that you can use for all kinds of different industries. You could get a free quote. You can, anyway, we got tons of them, thousands of templates, all kinds of great stuff in here. And so all of this stuff you can have with one click of a button. and then you just add steps, right? So maybe like after someone, you want to get a quote, so somebody opts in, puts their email address in, and then it pulls up a video, right? And the video plays. Add another step. Maybe we want, a thank you page or what have you. You can just create all the different steps. And so you can do that for funnels. We've got websites, a bunch of website templates, blogs, WordPress, surveys, all kinds of stuff. Again, we could be here for a long time, but any kind of capturing people's data, sending follow-up emails, sending landing pages, managing all of your media. You can build full-blown websites, marketing funnels, everything in here. And the other thing I like about all of this is split testing. So you hear me talk about that all the time. Split testing is so important. So whatever you're building, why not create a variation? Why not change the image, change the headline, and then let these run? And 50% of the traffic goes one way, 50% goes the other way, and you can just measure and see which one performs better. Let that one be the control, and then try to beat it with a new variation. And just don't stop. Don't stop. Cool. Next section, memberships. So we have a full-on learning management system. So this is pretty fun. So you can build courses. This is a great way to make incremental revenue. I mean, people build their whole business off of this stuff, but almost every business could have some kind of education product that's either there to add value or there to make additional revenue. And so we have a really easy learning management system. You can build courses, add text, video, give them outline every time. It's all behind a login, right? So you can either charge for it, make people opt in, and then they have access to all of their content. They can watch the videos, they can go through all the different sessions. So selling education or marketing education is still super huge. And it's a great way to create incremental revenue. Any service that you do, you could provide some sort of training about it. And again, either give it away or sell it. Great tools here. So you can build as many different products as you want, add offers, comments, apply certificates. The membership sites are really great. We also have the communities that can go along with it. So you get it all branded up. And so is it not going to take it? Test. So attached to your courses, you can have a community database, right? So from here, or a community group rather. So from here, you can have kind of like a place where people can post, they can comment, you can create different channels. So you could have like, let's say support. So this is where people can come in and get insight, they can get advice, they can ask questions. You can have people connected together. Again, from here, you can add the courses that connect it. So whatever that course that you just created, now you have a community conversation course, and you can see all the people associated to it. So really robust. And again, this is all built right into the Intent Company app. So fantastic way to add more value, build more community, get people to be more sticky. Reputation management is obviously super important. This connects directly with Google My Business. So this is one of the things we automate all the time. So after somebody's bought a product, why don't we set an automated email that goes off with a link here that comes to a review request so that people can leave their reviews. That review will automatically push to Google My Business, which is going to be super helpful for like local SEO and just kind of brand reputation, all of that stuff. And then this database here will actually show you, or this dashboard rather here will show you how many invites did you have, which ones were received, are they positive, negative, how many 5-star reviews you have, trends. So you can kind of see exactly how your reviews are working. What can you do to get better reviews? And you can also use a widget, so we can take a piece of code and you can put it on your website, so all of your reviews will actually show on your website as well. Got a pretty robust reporting dashboard here. You can connect to Google Ads, Facebook Ads. You can look at the attribution, like where's all of your leads and sales coming from. call reporting, so you can see exactly how many calls were made, who answered, duration. Agent reporting, super cool. So if you do have, like, let's say, like sales development reps, you got multiple SDRs, they could be in here making dials, and you can actually look through the different users and say, okay, who made the most calls, who got the most leads, who got the most conversions. Even has a cool leaderboard, so you could, if you wanted to, kind of show the progress and where people kind of stacked up. All pretty cool ways of just kind of visualizing how well things are performing, so you can make better changes. Our appointment report, same deal here, right? How many appointments were booked, how many were confirmed, how many showed, how many canceled, all in one place. So you get to track your appointments, your calls, your advertising, all of that stuff. Super cool. A couple other just quick things. We also have a chat GPT integration, so you can get your intent AI, so you can ask whatever questions you want. This is like the pro, full-blown AI generator. You can get question. You could throw anything in here to get ideas for blog posts and subject lines, headlines. All of that stuff's built right in there. And then lastly, we also have a companion app. So if you come to the mobile app, you could get a link, and it'll send you over to, let's see here. So like the Intent Company app. And so you can get this for your iPad, you can get this for your iPhone, you can get this for Android. So it's a complete companion app for the Intent Company app. So you can do all of this stuff on the road. You can make calls, you can send text messages, emails, manage invoices, sales opportunities, all the stuff. Okay. So I know I'm like going kind of fast, and there's tons of different things you can do. But I want, again, go back to the automation content we did, because you can think like building an automated system for something in your business. It's like once it's built, it's off your plate, and it's just going to run. It's just going to get reliable results, and you're going to see like, wow, this works really well, or we can make this better. And bit by bit, just keep adding. Right? Ask yourself, like I give an example. Something that we had going on was when we were first started our sales development reps, we were having the problem that they were booking appointments, but they weren't closed. They weren't showing up to the meetings. So we were having that issue, right? So what do? Well, we can set up and create automation that then sends more reminders. But also, we were sending task reminders to go back to the sales development reps, so that like an hour or two before, they were actually calling or texting the people directly saying, hey, Billy's looking forward to our call. Boom, what did it do? We got way more show rate. So we got more people coming to our meetings. So all of that can be automated. Now, how important is that? How important is it that you get to have, twice, 3 times the amount of sales conversations? Well, that's super important, right? So just think about your business. What's the bottleneck right now? What's the thing that's in the way? How could I automate it, right? And so if you want to get some more information on our Intent Company app, you can actually go over to Intent Company. And let me just show you real quick. Let me show you the dashboard while that's loading up. So the dashboard's cool because everything we just looked at is all loaded right here. So you see your opportunities in a great visual, your funnel visualizations, tasks, appointments, all of that stuff's right here. Now, the cool thing is you can completely edit this dashboard. So you can just, what do you want on here? Delete, add widgets. You can add so many different things. Contacts by user, all the data in here, opportunities, appointments, all the different stuff you can create dashboards for. So what information do you need to run your business? Right? Your SDRs, again, like your sales development reps, I would have things like tasks be right up at the top, so they can see all their follow-ups, they can see all their stuff. So different people are going to need different tools, and so you can create multiple dashboards. Some of those can be private, they can be for the whole organization. So lots of really great stuff. Fantastic tool. Like, again, this is like hiring a full-time employee that works 24/7, never calls in sick, and never takes PTO. So a great automation tool is fantastic. If you want more information on our Intent Company app, we just gave you a demo, but if you want to take a look at it, you want to talk more about how you could get your own instance of the Intent Company app, then just head over to intentcompany.com and go under products, and we've got our IC app. You can actually purchase straight from here, or you can watch another online demo, which is pretty much what we just did right now. But you can watch the online demo, or you can go and look at the different versions, prices, features, all the different things that we have, and get going. So feel free to reach out if you get any questions. Just go to consulting, schedule a time to talk. We'll walk through things and see how we can help you automate your business, get amazing results, deliver an amazing customer experience, build brand advocates, all that good stuff. So thank you guys for hanging with us today and watching the Intent Company app demo. We'll be back again tomorrow, 5 p.m. Central Time, for another Intent Company live. So I do appreciate everybody who joins these and all your participation. Thank you so much for everything that you guys do and your attention. And we'll dive into some more content tomorrow. So until then, you guys have an amazing night. Appreciate you all so much. All right, take care. Thanks.